Road trips, ruins, rocks, wrecks and mosaics. Here's the top 5 things I've done in Cyprus. You find number 5 on my list down a long, thin tunnel. You walk out across a pebble beach, and there it is, Aphrodite's rock. Greek legend has it that the goddess Aphrodite was born there. Now, if you're going to go there and spend a day, you're probably going to be spending some time on the beach. If you're just going there to see the rock, you probably only need half an hour. There's not a lot to see there. Before I go on to number 4 on my list, I just want to mention a couple of playlists on this channel. One was from my recent trip to the United States. It includes a journey to George Washington's house, Mount Vernon, and then also I was in Louisiana and went out on the swamps on a gator tour. The other playlist is from the Republic of Ireland, and it includes travelling to the cliffs of Moher and walking around central Dublin. Number 4 on my list, shipwrecks. Yes, shipwrecks. There are a couple around Paphos on the western coast of Cyprus. The first one, the MV Demetrios II, I wouldn't be too excited to go to. The problem is it's quite a way out from the shoreline. So unless you've got a drone or you're going to swim out there or have a small boat, you'll probably struggle to see it. However, the Edro III is much, much closer to land, and I think it would be a great view for a sunset. This top 5 came from my recent Jet2 holiday in Cyprus. A series of films from that holiday are available right here on the channel, including the flight there and back. Number 3 on my list is crossing the buffer zone between the two parts of Cyprus. You can do it in Nicosia on one of the central streets, Edros Street. If you do go there, I would recommend not parking too close. Within about a mile, there's plenty of good parking. On the description below, I will put a link to where I parked when I made this visit. But once you get across between the two sides, you can go to the Buyuk Han, which is a great place to eat. There's also some good shops around there. In addition to my top 5, there were other things that I did whilst in Cyprus I would recommend. The first of these is going to the Gravity Road. What this is actually going downhill, but the illusion suggests to you that actually you're going uphill. So you can stand on that piece of road, pour some water on it, and you'll think the water is going uphill. It's not really, it's just how it looks. Now that is the Gravity Road. Just a little bit further north in that part of Cyprus, there's a lovely drive. It's a sparsely populated area. You climb up over cliffs near to the Mediterranean Sea, and right at the end there's a little fort. Nobody's there, and you can spend a bit of time right by that, having some fantastic views out across the surrounding area. Another suggestion is the Troodos Mountains. The good news is the roads are in pretty good condition, and if you go at the right time of year, yes, there is snow right at the top. One thing you'll also be told when you go to Cyprus is go and see the flamingos. Is it easy? Not really. It took me a while to find them. I did find the flamingos near Limassol, and I'll put a link in the description below of exactly where I found them, so you can hopefully have a similar trip. That is, of course, assuming that the flamingos are there at the same time. Number 2 on my list is found at the Kourion archaeological site on the southern coast of Cyprus. You could spend a half a day, maybe even a day there if you wanted to. There are great views out across the surrounding area and the Mediterranean. There are ruins, there are mosaics, but the real star part of this is the Amphitheatre. It's not hard to imagine what it must have been like to watch performances there hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And actually, if you're lucky and you time it, there are performances that are held there now, and you can go and visit that. Before I go on to number 1 on this list, just to let you know, I'm about to go to Copenhagen, the Danish capital. I'll take you on a boat trip to a royal palace and also to an historic castle. Right, number 1 on this list can be found at Paphos Archaeological Site. You can see a lighthouse, a Roman Odeon, ruins, fantastic views, the walls of the city. But trust me, the best thing there are the mosaics. They are fantastic. Look at this.